If you're looking for the best camera available on a smartphone, this video is for you. We're gonna take a look here at 3 of the best cameras on a cell phone available right now. We're looking at the S6 Edge Plus, G4, and S7 Edge. Alright guys, let's go ahead and start looking here at the LG G4, give you guys the specs. We're going to take a look at each of the interface on each of these phones, and of course we're going to be including some sample videos and pictures. So we have a 60 megapixel rear camera here on the LG G4. As you guys can see, dual tone flash. The phone can record in up to 4K video. We also have a front-facing camera with 8 megapixel wide angle. Let's take a look at the other phones now. Alright, so the next one here is the Edge Plus. We have a 5 megapixel front-facing camera, wide angle, that can record video in up to 1440. That's higher than 1080p. On the rear camera, we have a 16 megapixel rear camera with just one single flash. And the rear camera on this phone can record video in 4K, also can record video in 1080p at 60 frames per second, which we cannot do with the LG. Alright guys, last but not least, the most important phone available right now, the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. This phone offers pretty much the same front-facing camera than the S6 Edge Plus. We have a 5 megapixel front-facing camera wide angle that can record video in up to 1440. Like I said before, that's a higher resolution than 1080. And on the rear camera, we have a new 12 megapixel, and I believe they call it dual pixel camera that can record video in up to 4K as well as 1080p in 60 frames. Alright my friends, we're going to take a look here first at the camera interface on the LG G4. We click right here on the camera icon and access the interface. The interface on this phone looks super nice, really easy to understand, really clean interface. Right here on the right, we have access to the gallery, recording. You can tap right here to take pictures while you're recording. You can pause the video and stop the recording. This one right here is the back button. Right here on the left, if you click on the top, this is going to show you the different options. We have simple, auto, and manual. Simple, it's going to take everything off the screen, and basically you just tap on the screen to take pictures. If you go back here and click on auto, then you're going to see all these options. And the next one is the manual mode, which is what makes the camera on this phone more interesting. Let me go ahead and adjust some of these things here. It looks like something is too bright here. There we go. So as you guys can see, you can adjust all these different things. Really nice interface, very interesting. Pretty much you can control anything from the white balance, manual focus, saturation, ISO, shutter speed, and all of that. So let's go back here to the auto mode. Also right here we see access to the flash, front-facing camera, and modes. Under modes we get panorama, auto, dual camera, which basically lets you do split the screen in two. You can resize this right here. You can move it around, and if you click right there, you can change the shape of the secondary camera and even split the camera, like I said before. So now we're looking at the front-facing camera and the rear camera at the same time. Let's go back here to mode. The next one is a slow motion. I'm not going to click into that. The last one is the settings. Right here you get the HDR. You can change right here the picture size and video size. On this phone, the maximum video recording is 4K. However, it doesn't offer 1080p at 60 frames. You get the voice recognition to take pictures, and the timer and the grid. Alright, so that's the interface on the LG G4. Let's take a look at the Edge Plus. Okay, we're looking at the S6 Edge Plus now. Let's go ahead and access the camera here, double pressing the home button. This is the interface right here on the Edge Plus. Takes the pictures really quick, as you guys can tell. Here's the video recording option. You can take pictures while you are recording and pause the video and start the recording. Right here we get access to switching between rear and front facing camera, access to the gallery, access to modes. Under modes we get access to auto, pro, selective focus, panorama, video collage. That's a new option. I'm not gonna get into that one, but basically you can put together different clips and put them all in one square. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do it right now. And as you guys can see, I believe you can only record 6 seconds. So there is one square. Here's the next one. I mean, it's a nice and interesting feature. Me personally, I won't be using something like this, but I'm sure it's something that a lot of people can take advantage of, especially maybe like with family and things like that. And the next one, I'm actually gonna move the camera this way so maybe we can record myself here, then move it back. So now we should be able to see right here, right now. Okay, and as you guys can see, I believe you can only record 6. So there it is. There it is, 6 seconds showing a video collage. So there is that option right there. The next one is a live broadcast. You can go ahead and upload a video on YouTube while you're recording live at the moment. Slow motion, fast motion, virtual shot, sports, shot and more, dual cameras, and download. I'm not going to get into a dual camera because it's pretty much the same thing that I show you already on the LG. You can basically split the screen in two. Now we're looking at the Pro mode right now, which is basically the manual mode that I show you on the LG. Basically, you can control pretty much everything here, just like you do it on the LG. And some things here are actually extra that we don't get on the LG. So, for example, right here, you can even change the color. As you guys can see, it's changing. So that's really nice. That's not included in the LG G4. You can actually adjust things right here, you know, depending on what you want. And back here we see the manual focus, so we can go ahead and adjust that, the focus manually. Really nice. Again, you can control here the light and the colors, the ISO. I believe this is the shutter speed. And I believe, so that, yeah, that's all the ones that you can control in the manual mode. Now let's go back to the auto mode. Right here on this other side, we get access to effects. We can apply all these different effects. We get the HDR, which is off right now. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Timer, flash. Right here for picture size, you get the full 60 megapixel in the 16:9 aspect ratio. And video recording, if we go into the main settings, it's 4K. And like I said before, you can record in 1080p at 60 frames. The rest of the options here are pretty much same options that we get on the other phones. Let's go ahead and take a look at the S7 Edge. Alright guys, here's the S7 Edge. For the most part, the interface is going to be the same than the Edge Plus. We have right here the access to the gallery, recording, picture, switching to the front-facing and rear camera, and there's the front-facing camera. And as you guys can see, it's a wide angle, so it's nice for the selfies. Let's go back to the rear camera. We get the modes right here. And pretty much it looks the same than the Edge Plus, Auto, Pro, Selective Focus, Panorama, Video Collage, Live Broadcast. And if you click on download, you can go ahead and download more modes if you see download right here. Let's take a look quick at the Pro mode. And as you guys can see, it offers pretty much the same. You still have this option right here to apply different colors, different filters. You can control the focus manually. You can also change these right here. The ISO. So there it is. That's the Pro mode. Right here we also get filters, HDR, timer, flash. Now take a look at this. This is one of the main differences between the Edge Plus, which I'm sure a lot of people don't like, and I don't like it myself. So at the maximum resolution for the 12 megapixel that this camera offers, you can only take pictures in the 4.3 aspect ratio. That means the pictures are going to be a little square in comparison to the Edge. It's going to be the whole screen in the 16:9. If you want to get 16:9, you have to go down to 9.1 megapixel. So that's one thing that a lot of people don't like. I don't know why they did it with this phone. Other than that, the settings here pretty much offers the same motion picture. I believe that's new. I don't have that on the Edge Plus. Everything else, it's pretty much the same. So with that, my friends, I think it's time to take some pictures and videos. Guys, final conclusions here with these phones. To be honest with you, in terms of picture quality, I don't really notice any much difference between the Edge Plus, the S7 Edge, or the LG G4. I think all of them take really good pictures. I think you can benefit more from the LG with 8 megapixel front-facing camera instead of the 5 megapixel on the Samsung, so you're gonna get better quality for your selfies. As far as video recording on the Samsungs, you can record in 1080p at 60 frames, which that option is not available on the G4. Other than that, one thing I can mention is that I noticed on the LG, it struggles sometimes when it comes to the autofocus, especially when doing video. On the Samsungs, I don't really see a major issue when it comes to the autofocus. They focus really quick. And last thing to mention is that I don't know why they did it, but I don't like at all the fact that they reduce the aspect ratio on the maximum resolution for the pictures on the S7 Edge down to 4.3 if you're doing the 12 megapixel instead of leaving it in the 16:9 aspect ratio like we have it on the Edge Plus. So I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you guys think of the quality of the video and pictures from these phones. What phone do you have? What phone do you prefer? And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out. See you later.